Recording.
The one video.
Share.
Try. No.
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 So that was going to do recording.
Yeah.
So it's recording now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
It's all the way up.
Mike. No.
No,
In
'cause
my
you're
class
working.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Right. So we are gonna start now. It's been recording. Apologies for the delay. We've had massive issue problems with the internet. I guess it's because everyone is at home and using the internet. The Zoom wasn't really working for us. Anyway, thank you once again for joining us in another episode of African Women Empowerment Network. Today we are privileged. I feel very honored and privileged to have you, Evelyne Nakola, founder of Light of Life Organization Kenya, with us. Before we continue, I would like to wish everyone happy Mother's Day. In UK, we are celebrating Mother's Day. I would like to invite to wish every mothers to be, mothers in waiting, a happy Mother's Day. May you be blessed in all your endeavors. I am Catherine Jenga, and well, you're not live, in London, United Kingdom. And let us know where you're joining us from. And Evelyne is all the way in Kenya. Thank you, Evelyne, and welcome here with us. You're welcome. So, how are you today, Evelyne?
I'm well, and I thank you for this opportunity.
You're right.
Yes.
So tell us, who is Evelyne Nakola?
Yes, Evelyne Nakola comes from Narok in Kenya.
Right. Yes.
I am Christian, and I am married. I have 2 children and a husband, and I appreciate so much for this opportunity that you've given me to get an interview with you.
Okay.
And I want also to take an opportunity to tell all mothers a happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
And God, yes.
Okay, thank you. So, like I said, Evelyne is the founder of Light of Life Organization. Would you tell me when you founded this organization?
Yes, I'm a founder of Light of Life Organization, and it started in 2008. Immediately after I graduated from the university, I got an opportunity to support a girl from my village.
Okay.
And I can tell you that I'm from an area that don't embrace education so much. And I got a privilege to go through education. My father supported my education, ensured that I went through school. And after finishing university, my first degree, I felt that I need to support these girls from my village. And that is how I started supporting them. But the registration of Light of Life came later. Okay. I started supporting the girls, not really wanting to start an organization, but wanting to support a girl. And after seeing that I supported one girl, 2 girls, all right, I need to go and start an organization to be able to reach out more to these girls. Yes.
Okay. So initially you started with one girl. You weren't planning on an organization, but eventually it became apparent that to be able to reach out to more, you need to have an organization.
You're right. Eventually, I felt I need to register and to be able to do it in the right way. And I registered Light of Life in 2011.
Okay.
Founded in 2008, that's when I started with the one girl. Slowly by slowly, in 2011, we registered it under the NGO's board here in Kenya.
All
and
right,
from
okay.
there, yeah, we started supporting these girls, and the rescue came out later.
All right, okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, if I may ask, what compelled you to start the rescue center, and why would you say you're passionate about what you're doing with the girls?
I am a rescued girl myself.
Oh.
I am a mother right now, but I can say that if my parents didn't rescue me way when I was 10 years old, I wouldn't be here today. My
Okay.
father is a bishop under the African Inland Church and a leader
All
for
right.
me. So he felt that he needed to transfer the leadership and the Christianity into his children. And he rescued us from the village, brought us to Narok town, where we continued with our education. It was very hard for him to do that because the community rejected him. He was called names, but he withstood that and said that I need to educate my children. So I've gone through that. After I finished my first degree, my cousins from the village, relatives and friends from the village, my age mates, were all married. And it was like I was the first girl to graduate in my local village. And there was a cry from the girls, from the women, how can you help us? And I felt the cry really went into me because my father rescued me. I felt I need also to rescue a girl down there so that they can access education.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're a rescued girl. You know, you've told me that you're a rescued girl, and I was wondering, oh, have you been rescued from those cultural practices? But what you're saying is you're a rescued girl in terms of you continued with your education, and because is that not what normally happens in that area then?
Yeah, I was a rescued girl from FGM.
Okay.
You know, the harmful practices stops a girl from accessing education, stops a girl. Once you go through FGM, the community starts telling you, oh, you're a woman now, you need to get married. And the desire for school is taken away by the community and you're given away. So once you get through, you go through the FGM, it's like a stop to your education and a stop to your. And in my culture, a child belongs to the community, not only to parents. So when your parents step out of the home and they have a girl that is of age 10 years, they come in and they get you through FGM, they cut you and leave you there. So my parents felt that we need to take these children out of the home, out of the village, so that nobody cuts them.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying about the rest. Oh my gosh. So what you're saying, oh wow, to add on to that, first of all, FGM is female genital mutilation.
Yes, you're right.
Which happens to girls in your community at the age of around 10. Oh
yes,
my.
at around 10, actually, within the girls that I support, I have a girl that went through female genital mutilation at 9 years. It was so hard. She is with me here. And that is the age that the Maasai cut their girls. After 9, if you're lucky, you go to 10 years, they cut you. And then after that, now men and suitors come home and start thinking of marrying you. They take you to their homes and you're married completely.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, that's a lot.
That is terrible though. So so now I get what you're saying about your dad rescuing you from that, because a girl or children in the Maasai community belong to the community. So if FGM is the normal cultural practice of the community, every girl should go through it, or somehow if the parents are okay with it, they'll go through it. It's a normal thing.
Even if the parents are not okay with it, for example, my parents, they
Yeah.
didn't female genital mutilation. They wait for the parents to go on a safari or visit somewhere, leaving their children at home. The neighbors come in and the circumcisers come in and cut the girl. Even if parents say no, because a child belongs to the community, not only the.
That's out of order. That's
And this practice is very hard to fight. It's a culture, and it is normally so hard to fight a culture. You have to be courageous to face the community and to understand the consequences that comes with FGM.
Oh my gosh. So my next question is, I know you already answered this, but how do these practices of FGM, early childhood marriages and abuse affect families and the girls you rescue? Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Oh, thank you. There's a lot of harm to the families and the girls when they go through FGM. Even though they say there's no harm, but there's harm. One, when they cut the girl, the most important parts of a woman is removed. And therefore, this girl is actually in her marriage. She cannot really enjoy her marriage in future.
Yeah.
Two, when they give birth, there are challenges that come in with those girls that have gone through FGM. Most of the time, they get fistula, most of the time, and stillbirths, because a child is cut at 10 years, and then at 11 or 12, she is married.
Oh, that's still a child.
Yes, married as a second or third or fourth wife, or even fifth wife. After that, the girl, when she gets pregnant, she gets pregnant at a very early age.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they don't go to hospital most of the time, because the interior parts of the Maasai land, they cannot access hospitals most of the time. But even in the culture, they don't believe in rushing to the hospital when you're pregnant. They stay at home, they have the midwives there, and this young girl gives birth at home. So when there are challenges that comes in with giving birth, the woman and the mother is at risk, the child is at risk. Most of the time, they get stillbirths, and even the mothers die. My recent rescue last year in 2018 December, I rescued a girl in my village, and in the process of rescuing this girl, I found a mother that was giving birth. She had labor for 3 days. No network in that area, no electricity, and the nearest hospital that we rushed this mother was 34 kilometers.
Oh my gosh.
Process of the child had not turned down completely. She couldn't give birth. But when we rushed her to this clinic, they really had to help her to give birth to her son. And therefore, normally, there are so many deaths that happen down there, but I try to encourage those communities and families that I come across that it is important for them to go to clinics, important for them to be checked, and important for them to try and marry girls that are ladies, not children.
Wow. Can you imagine a 12-year-old being pregnant? Already that person is not developed as a child, you know, they're still quite young, you know?
They're still quite young. They don't know how to take care of the baby. Actually,
and their body The body is not fully developed as well, you know?
Yes, the bones, the pelvic bones are still fragile. And most of the time when they give birth successfully, they don't know how to take care of the babies. When the baby cries, the mother cries too, because they are all babies. Sometimes this child, the 12-year-old, feels I need to go out and play.
Imagine.
The husband beats the wife and tells the wife, why are you going to play outside? But you see, this is not a wife. This is
the child.
She has to respond to what is happening in her body.
Wow. So that's unbelievable. So, Evelyne, I must say it's very admirable what you're doing. You know, I can imagine you going to rescue a girl, and then you find somebody who's been in labor for more than 3 days. I mean, that it takes courage to do such work. In your community, would you say, I would say awareness of these practices like FGM, early childhood, is very important, you know? Would you say as a society, maybe in the community, the country as a whole, do we need more awareness of that, you know?
Yes, we need more awareness. Actually, we need people to walk into the community. Most of the people that are in towns don't know really what happens in the villages.
Okay.
We need to do more awareness, have people walking into the communities, take time, 1 day or 2 days, talk to the women on the negative of the FGM. Most of the time, women don't really know why we say no to FGM. We just don't say no to FGM and don't give an explanation to what is really making us say no. So when I go to I take time, sit down with these women and discuss with them. These are the consequences of FGM. And also talk to the circumcisers. Those women that are cutting the girls. So hard for us to find them. Most of the time they hide because it is against the government. The chances against it.
Yes.
So the circumcisers really hide themselves so much.
Okay.
But of the girls that I have, they really helped me to trace these women. And most of the time we take them to have to understand why we say no.
Yeah.
And one interesting an interesting thing is that not every woman can do circumcision. In my area, at one time, you can only get 2 women that do the cut.
Okay.
And out the 2 women, then for some time, nobody cuts the girls. So my focus is on these women that do the cut. Yes, and you need to reach them.
Yeah, and how is I'm just wondering, why do they do that FGM act? What's the motive behind it? What's the reason of it behind it? You know?
Yeah, actually, the women do FGM as a rite of passage from childhood to womanhood.
Okay.
That is what they believe. A child that is cut becomes a woman, but a child that is not cut will never become a woman. And that is, maybe that will be an answer to one of the questions down there that I've seen. It is up to now, the community does not accept me as a woman because I am not cut. They still call me a girl. And I even are telling me, what do you know about womanhood? Those are the challenges. I try to tell them that is not the way to go.
Yeah.
I am married. I have children.
Yeah.
And I have family. And I'm even supporting other families in the villages. That is woman for me. But you really need to face them and tell them and let them understand that the cut doesn't change anything into to bring a positive change, but always it will bring a negative change to a woman's life.
Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot to deal with. That is quite a lot, because I know in my community they used to do it. The Kikuyu community, they used to do it a long time ago, but it's not. It's not there. I wouldn't say it's not there anymore, but I would say it's less.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So my next question would be, what are some of the challenges that you faced in your daily work, or what challenges do you come across in your work?
One of the greatest challenge that I come across is the difference comes in when I rescue a child between me and the family.
Yeah.
There's hatred, there's anger, before this family understands why I'm doing this.
Mm.
When I rescue a girl from the village, some even parents follow me to where I'm going. I have to rush with the girl. How I do my rescue, I have to go to the home very early in the morning before they wake up, and I have to have a guide, someone that has seen that and confirmed that there's a girl here that is being cut, because the cut happens between 4 in the morning and 5, or even 3 to 5 in the morning. When I hit the home, I get the girl and off I go. I have to have the police, the administration police with me down in the villages to do the rescue. But even with all that, some parents really try to find where I am, where I have this rescue center to come and grab their girls back. So that is one of the greatest challenge.
Yes.
But with time, I've come to realize that we need to build the relationships back between me and the parents, and even the girl and the parents. So after several months, I organize a neutral place where I will meet the parents.
All right, okay.
Explain to them slowly that this is the reason why I did this. Some take time to accept it back. Some take time being angry on me. But with time, since I started this organization, they have come to realize this is my work and this is what I do. So many families appreciate after some time, and they say, okay, you can continue supporting my girl, and I'm happy that is accessing education.
Okay.
Another challenge is when I rescue a girl, to come and sit down with the child, introduce so many things to the child.
Right.
Hygiene is one of the things that really costs. You have to introduce to a child to brush your teeth, take care of your health, take a shower. Most of the time, villages, they don't have these hygiene things. I have to introduce to the child. I have to monitor behavior as the child grows.
Yeah.
And right, I have 34 girls at home.
Okay.
Those 34 teenagers, it's so hard to handle such a number of teenagers on a daily basis. Yeah, in the space. I wake up, take care of them, ensure they take a shower, ensure they are okay.
Yeah.
Those are the challenges I go through.
Okay.
And the third challenge is sometimes I'm waking up in the night that, oh, tomorrow morning, so-and-so is being cut, and this child is crying. She wants to be rescued. I have to rush, even without finances. I run to the village, get this girl in my home, and I have to know how she will go to school immediately. If I keep this child in my home without going to school, she will feel like, oh, you took me from the village and I still don't see you taking me to school.
Yeah.
So I organize and ensure that she's back to school within a short time. And those are some of the challenges that I go through.
Yeah, I can imagine you going to rescue a girl. So what I had you say in the last one is somebody comes and tells you there is a girl who's going to be cut tomorrow and she'd like to be rescued. So I'm imagining some of the girls they reach out to you that they don't want to be rescued. I mean, they don't want to be cut, so you go and rescue them.
Yes.
I'm also thinking, if you're taking care of 34 girls, that must have a financial, if I can call it, burden on you to feed them and to clothe them. So I mean, I think I'm imagining that's another challenge that you may be encountering, you know?
Yes. And I really thank God because He has been bringing friends on my way that are holding my hand. And sometimes I really feel to shed tears and appreciate all those that support me to take care of these girls. Even
Yeah.
in helping me paying even school fees for these girls.
Yes.
Because when you rescue a girl, I want to be that person that is so different from all the people that are being rescued. Rescue a child and ensure that you are in the life of that child on a daily basis.
That's
Ensure
true.
that the child doesn't just grow academically. Ensure
Yeah.
that grows emotionally, grows spiritually, and that
Yeah.
also uh, is transformed.
Yeah.
That you see total transformation in the life of that child.
Yeah.
And that is why I stay with them. I don't want to be far from them, but by the grace of God, I am managing to take care of them.
You're doing a good job, Evelyne. You're doing, actually, it's a great job that you're doing. You know, it must take courage for you to do that, and it must take heart. I mean, to have the heart to be able to do that. You know. So again, once again, I'm in awe of what you're doing. You know, because I like what you told me the other day. You said you started with one girl. You know, because sometimes people say. I would like to do something, but I don't have the finances. But what you said to me is that you started with one girl, and that way you've grown. You have 34 girls that you've taken care of. You're taking care of, you know.
Yes, I want to encourage those that do this work, or even those that want to support and help people out
Yeah.
there. You don't need to have money to do it. Even right,
Yeah.
for example, if someone calls me and that this child needs rescue, I really don't have finances at hand to go and rescue this child. But what I believe is that once you extend a hand of support to someone, you will never lack something small to give to that child. So when I began with this one girl, I didn't figure out and say one day I'll have 34.
Yeah.
I concentrated with the life of this one girl to ensure that she gets what she needs in life. And
Yeah.
out of that one girl, slowly by slowly, I've been growing, actually slowly by slowly. And that is why I appreciate what I'm doing, because it is a step-by-step process.
Okay. So I wonder what other courses that your organization, Light of Life, what other courses do you carry out in your Maasai community?
We have some other projects that we do. We have women empowerment projects.
Okay.
There's a women group that we have down in the village, where these women, we found one woman that went to school long time ago.
Right.
She was privileged to access education, and she did a tailoring course. But after finishing the tailoring course, she was married, and she never got an opportunity to practice what she learned in school. And when we came across her, we empowered her afresh to do a refresher course for her tailoring. And
Okay.
yeah, with her neighbors, she formed a group of 21 women where they do the Maasai shukas, like the one I
Okay.
have.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we support them with a capital. Then they buy
Okay.
the capital, start doing the beading and the Maasai shukas. Then they
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the project runs like that. We
Okay.
also, we are also moved with the water project. so many families in the village cannot access clean water. And therefore, when we get support somewhere, we support families with water tanks, whereby they can use the rainwater and they can use it for drinking and cooking.
Okay. Okay. Wow, Evelyne, you're doing a really good job, you know, empowering the community and the women as well to be able to fend for their families, to feed their families, and to have an income. So, what is your vision for your cause, for Light of Life organization? What would you like to see happen?
I would like to see one day women that are better than me, that have gone through my hands.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I always tell these girls, I want you to be better than me academically, go even higher levels than me. Women that will go back to their community and support.
Hello. Apologies, Evelyne has frozen a little bit. Are you there, Evelyne? Hello. Hello.
I'm so sorry. Someone called me.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry for that.
Yes, I was asking you what would you like to see happen. That's fine, Evelyne, and we just continue. It's the Wi-Fi. There's not much we can do, you know. We just carry on. Yes.
So as I said earlier, I would want to see women that are better than me.
Yes.
That gone back to the community. I would wish that what I say I'm doing right now, I'll get ambassadors of change.
Yeah.
People, women that would want to go back to the community and help them. If I get 50 girls right now,
yes,
go to the Maasai community and do what I'm doing, there's total transformation from my community. That is my desire for Light of Life, to bring great impact within the Maasai community and even to other communities, because it is not only the Maasai that do the FGM. We have the we have the Pokot. I would want to touch lives of these women positively and give the courage, because women, most of the time, women don't have courage from the village. They feel, oh, we cannot do it. But I wish that I will get more women that will be courageous and be able to get the impact.
Yeah, and I pray that as you're impacting those girls, that they also have the heart to go out there and make a difference, you know, and make a difference in the community and other communities, and that you have more open doors for you so that you can continue making that impact that you're doing, you know. So like I said, I live in United Kingdom, and this is a really privileged country. I keep saying that to my colleagues, you know, and I work in the domestic abuse arena, and I keep saying, you guys don't know how privileged you are, that a woman can go through abuse, and there's those services. They'll just need to call, if they are willing, call a certain line and a few procedures, and then they get the help. But what I also have noticed is that people from our community, the Black, African community and Caribbean community and the Asians, they hardly access the services. I wonder, now that you're able to do that, if I'm wondering if this is the same for you. Have you noticed that even though the services are there, like the way you said about that woman who was going through labor, but they give birth at home, do they access the services, or is it something that they don't do?
Yeah, in most parts of Maasai area, they can access the services, but in areas it is really a challenge.
Yeah.
In that specific area that I had told you before, there are no facilities. There's the health, it's so hard to find a health facility nearby, a church nearby, or a school nearby. So I want to say that we are not that privileged to find a facility or even help or make a call. That day, it was really so hard for me to make a call. There was internet, no, no electricity. They have no facility around. You literally have to walk to your neighbor to say something that you want to, if you want to communicate to your neighbor, you have to walk to their home to say what you want. So I would like to say in your area, you're privileged. And I would like to maybe share a word to the young people that they're so privileged and take that opportunity seriously and appreciate. Yeah, appreciate even your parents for supporting you in education. It is not for granted for us. It is not a must on our side. You really say thank you if you get an education.
Oh, wow. It's such a difference, because I know, yeah, it's so different because, like I said, the services here are really accessible, you know. And maybe that's something that we take for granted. Having spoken to you, I would say I now realize more that maybe this is something that we take for granted, you know. And I must say again, once again, I keep saying, Evelyne, you're doing a really good job. And also, we must thank your parents for rescuing you, you know, for seeing our children can do better, deserve better, you know. It's a blessing for them to see that you have the potential, and they're going to they work on helping you to live to fulfill your potential, isn't it?
Sure. I really need, yeah, it's really something that I always appreciate my parents for doing that. Even my siblings have gone to school, and it is a privilege. Actually, in my village right now, they say, oh, that's right now is when they see the benefit of my father taking us out of the village several years ago. It's now when they're appreciating, because I am back to my village, and I tell them, this is the reason why my father had to run us out of this village. And challenge them, even telling them that
Sorry again. Yeah, Evelyne seems to have frozen again. Sorry, you're back now. You had frozen a little bit. Sorry.
This person calling me, I'm trying to cancel it.
Okay. Right. You're here now. So what other organizations do you work in conjunction with, Evelyne?
Since I have not been there for many years now, I have the Sitam Church.
Okay.
As a position that has really worked with me.
Okay.
And Sitam stands for Christ is Answer Ministries.
Okay.
They have really given me counselor to work with me. At one point, they visited my home, and they realized that I was more worse than the girls that I have rescued. Because these girls come and tell me problems. I take in their problems, and I have nobody else to tell them. They had to give me counseling for me to be able to talk to these girls and be effective with them. They have also supported me in food for the girls, clothes for the girls, and I really appreciate the Christ is the Answer Ministries for being there for me and standing in with me.
Okay. Right. So how would people who would like to support you, how would they support your cause? How would they, what support would you say you'd need from others who may say, oh no, you know what, I'd love to be a blessing, I would love to help that rescue center, I'd love to support that cause. How would they do that?
Yeah, I would like to really even appreciate those that would love to support these girls. And then when I come across friends and people willing to support us, I always encourage them to find a way of supporting the girl directly, affecting that girl by sponsorship, academic sponsorship. They can take them to school. Like right now, I have 4 girls who don't have sponsors. I have one with me, and I am lucky because the school that they are going right now, they have not denied me access to the school because I explained the work to them. And normally when I rescue a girl, they give me a chance for the girl to go to school as I look at supporters for the girls. They can support the girls in supporting them in buying them food when I have them at home. My system of supporting these girls, they are all in boarding schools for me to be able to support them. And they are only with me on holidays. That is, yeah, the Kenyan holidays are in April, August, and November and December. So these are the months when I have these girls with me at home. I do mentorship to them. I support them in correcting their behavior, leading them, teaching them the word of God. My husband is a pastor, and I really appreciate him because of standing in with me, supporting the girls spiritually, and also the other staff that we have here. So they can support the girls through academics, giving food to them. I am also in a rented facility right now. I bought this place that I am in. And if they are willing to support me in the rent, I really appreciate.
Well, that's a lot, quite a lot. And to the fact that they go to boarding school, I know it's not as it's pricey to take children to boarding school in Kenya, but it always sort of ends up being the best solution, like it's for especially for young girls. So that would be good. So if anyone is happy to feel they'd like to support Evelyne, she said the girls need food, academic support by going to school. She also rents the property that they are living in. So it would be good if you could and if you want to. So finally, Evelyne, how would you like our audience and others to get in touch with you? If we wanted to get in touch with you, or anyone wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that? And if I wanted to sponsor a girl, say somebody felt they wanted to sponsor a girl, how would they do that?
Thank you, Catherine. We have a website, Light of Life, where we put our work there. It is www.lightoflife.or.ke. Or also email us, send us an email at info@lightoflife.or.ke.
Yeah, those will be good. I'll put them when I post the video. I'll put those details there just in case anyone wants to get in touch. Another thing I know that young people from abroad do is volunteer in places, in organizations abroad. Do you have that? Do you do that? Do you, if say a young girl wanted to volunteer, would you do that?
Yes, actually, we really appreciate those services as a way of even talking to our girls and encouraging them. We have an opportunity for internship and also volunteers that want to come and even be with the girls and also move with us to the community, talking to them. Yeah, I believe that what I've seen is that normally someone from far is accepted more than someone from within. So when we see interns coming in and saying, "Oh, this is good," I find positivity in the community more, and I appreciate for those services.
Okay, all right, Evelyne. It's been a pleasure, my pleasure to have you here, Evelyne, even though the internet, the Wi-Fi, everything has gone how we didn't expect it to. First we tried, then the Wi-Fi, then the Zoom refused to work. But we are recording, and I'll post it on our page and on several media, so it will be out there. Thank you, Evelyne, for making the time. I must say, from the deep down of my heart, as a person, as a woman who loves to empower other women, I am in awe and congratulate you for the good work you're doing. You're doing a great job. May you, as you serve others, may you also be served, and may you also have, may your territories be enlarged, you know. So we are going to bring a girl who lives in the rescue center, and she can tell us a thing or two about how it has made a difference for her. And after that, the girls are going to dance for us. So before we sign out, I want to say thank you once again to our audience for joining us here at African Women Empowerment Network, where we believe that when we empower a woman, we empower a generation, we empower a nation. Thank you.
Thank you. Sereti is here. She's Jacqueline.
Okay. Did you say her name is Jacqueline? Hello,
Yes,
Jacqueline.
her name is Jacqueline.
Hello.
My name is Kathleen.
Yes,
Thank you for joining us. Sorry.
Yes. She's one of the first girls that we rescued here, and she is just done with her secondary school education. We took her when she was primary school, class 8. We call it in the Kenyan system class 8, and then she has gone to secondary school, and she finished and passed well. We are waiting for her to join the university in September this year, God willing. So she's here to say hi. Yeah. So welcome, Jacqueline.
Welcome and well done. It's been a long journey, but you've done so well. You're almost joining university. Welcome. So if you tell us a little bit about how the rescue center, or Evelyne, has made a difference to you in your life.
Okay, the first difference that Light of Life made to me is the spiritual difference. I came here when I don't know God. I was not saved because my parents were not saved, but Mom and Dad here introduced me to God, and they went with me through the journey of salvation, and now I can say I'm a born-again Christian.
Okay.
Secondly, is education difference.
Yeah.
In home, back at my parents' home, I don't have a conducive environment for learning. But since I came here, I got a conducive environment for learning, because we are given a lot of assignments, and here I can have humble time to do them and finish them.
Okay.
And I did well. I got a B stand.
Hey,
yes.
Well done, you.
Yes, I want to pursue nursing in the university.
Okay, well done, you. Oh, so we must say thank you to Evelyne and her husband and Pastor. The work they're doing, they're making a big difference in the community, isn't it?
Yes.
We appreciate once again, Evelyne, what you're doing. It's an honor to see you do that and to experience that. You're really making a difference in other people's lives, you know, and that is what service is: service to others, service to God through others, you know. Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We have a therapy for the girls. We give them a chance to sing and dance as a way of relaxing their minds as a way of forgetting their past painful and traumatic experiences. And therefore, I would like to ask for an opportunity for the girls. We just do a short song, and then
Okay.
to sing.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll have to move.
Yes, you'll have to move. We'll take a short break. I'll wait for you. I'm here. We're here waiting.
Okay.
So, yes.
All right.
And there are the girls that live in the rescue center. Yeah.
So here are the girls, and we really want to take this chance to say thank you for giving us an opportunity to talk to you, to tell you what we do, for you to see our girls here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they all don't see us that do the beadwork. Just want to relax, and we give them that space. But the ones that sing, we really seen in them difference and transformation, and we really thank the Lord for them.
Okay. Thank you, girls. Thank you for doing the dance for us, and thank you, Evelyne. Thank you once again for joining us, our audience. We appreciate your time, Evelyne. We appreciate your time, and girls, we appreciate your time. See you next time in another episode of African Women Empowerment Network. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Yani Tala, so unaweza